The search for King Herod's temple. The exact location of the Roman ruler's temple is still up for debate. This is from WND, All Israel. The Banias Nature Reserve is an archaeological site near the ancient city of Caesarea Philippi. That's around the Sea of Galilee in northern Israel. It's located at the foot of Mount Hermon, Israel's tallest mountain. Banias Nature Reserve offers unique natural wonders, including the most powerful waterfall in Israel that pours into a beautiful pool surrounded by vegetation. The waterfall is accessible via a wooden boardwalk built close to the rushing waters, and the noise of the flowing water and the spectacular sight makes this a most enjoyable experience. Strategically located near an important spring, Banias controlled the road that connected Damascus to the Mediterranean Sea. As we know, the Sea of Galilee, as I've told you before, is also a volcanic crater lake. Now, the place served as here as a worship center of the Greek god Pan and was named Panias in honor of that deity. Later, Panias became Banias in the local Arab dialect. And the spring there is a large cave there that serves the worship of Pan and the remains of a shrine that was built by the ancient Greeks, the 2nd century BC. That's around the time after Alexander the Great conquests of that area. King Herod and his son Philip II extended the place and named it Caesarea Philippi, which became an important city during the 1st century AD. We read about the important events that took place in Matthew 16:13, when Jesus came to the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" They replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah. But what about you?" he asked. "Who do you say I am?" Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." And Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but my Father in heaven. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven." And then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah, end quote. In Josephus Flavius' Antiquities of the Jews, 15:10 and 13, we read the following about Herod. Quote, "So when he returned home, he built him a most beautiful temple of the whitest stone in Zedodorus country near the place called Panium," that's Panias here. "This is a very fine cave in the mountain. Over it hangs a vast mountain, and under the cavern rises the spring of the river Jordan. Herod adorned this place, which was already a very remarkable one, still farther, by the erection of this temple, which he dedicated to Caesar," end quote. So this spring actually gives rise to the river Jordan. And at the front of the Banias cave, there are remains of a magnificent building dated to the 1st century BC. For many years it was thought that this was Herod's temple, the Augusteum. But in light of recent findings in Omrit, located 2 miles south of Banias, most researchers agree Omrit is the location of Herod's temple and not Banias. In 1998, a wildfire broke about 2 miles southeast of Banias and exposed a wall that turned out to be part of an ancient building, and excavations began a year later, continued for 20 years, revealing, among other remains, a complex of 4 temples, built one on top of the other around the structure. So the discovery initiated debate between researchers who identify Herod's temple mentioned by Josephus Flavius in Banias to those who identified it in Omrit, which is near the place called Panium, according to Josephus's words. So the findings: in the first place, excavations uncovered a podium dated to the middle of the 1st century BC, estimated to be the base of the Eureka temple, and later a small temple was rebuilt extending between 40 to 30 BC. This second phase could be Herod's temple mentioned by Josephus Flavius above. And the third temple, built 20 BC, further extending the preceding structure. It assumed that this was a result of Gaius Octavius's becoming Augustus, as mentioned, and the fourth phase, built atop the other 3, arose in the 2nd century AD, probably the result of Hadrian's command. The last phase was destroyed as a result of the earthquake in 363 AD. In Omrit, one can see today the result of that earthquake. Columns originally 11 meters tall collapsed and lie scattered all over the ground. So the debate between researchers regarding the location of Herod's Augusteum not yet decided. Epigraphical evidence of such, if such shall ever be found, may assist in, of course, solving that question. So this is All Israel and also WND. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.